Look at these handy little tools that I'm holding up here. You know, one of the reasons why fly fishermen have a lot of pockets, and in my case I have a belt, most guys wear a vest. You have all kinds of boxes like this. In a moment I'm going to show you the flies we've been using, but you also have little accessories, tools, leader spools, and so on, a lot of small stuff. Now what I'm holding here are three really important tools. The first one I'm going to talk about is my line clippers, and this particular one also has a little needle at the back so that you can punch the front of the fly in case whoever tied the fly filled it with lacquer, so that you don't have to use another hook, okay? So that's almost like a pin front. Then of course this is to trim your knots, when you're trimming your knots. The scissors are there if you have to cut some larger things. And then this file is extremely important. A lot of times when you're fly fishing coastal rivers, whether it's in Newfoundland or even in Western Canada, if you're fishing especially from shore where there's a lot of rocks and boulders, in your back cast you can clip rocks. Or sometimes you can clip rocks that are in shallow water, even when you're using a floating line. It's very important that you check the sharpness of your hook every once in a while and simply use a little file like this or a stone to touch it up. Now let's talk a little bit about the flies that we've been using, because very specific flies work well here on the Humber River. Probably the most popular fly when it comes to fishing for Atlantic salmon are wet flies, and I'm going to hold one that has produced really nice fish here. This is called a blue charm. Now a blue charm will come in different colors. Usually there's a little bit of a blue throat, has a black body with tinsel, and then it has a wing. The wing can be light or dark. The blue can be in all different sizes. So there's no such thing as one blue charm. So they're all custom done. And here, when you come to the Backlands Lodge, they actually have the flies all tied up. So you can purchase the flies that you want to use right from the lodge. The other flies that are very popular are called bugs or bombers. And that's what I'm holding up right here. To me, they almost look like a caterpillar. And again, these are custom tied. You can see that these have a very unique shape. The head is much bigger than the rest of the body. And that head is almost like a popper. So when it's going down the current and you're fishing it below you, and in Atlantic salmon fishing, most of the time you're letting the current present your fly in front of the fish. This will help to keep it buoyant. And when a fish comes up, probably the most exciting part of fishing for Atlantic salmon, you actually see the salmon come up, take the fly, you set the hook, and then you hold on, of course. So all these flies that you see in my box here were tied for the Backlands Lodge. So you could, if you come here, bring your own flies, but also you're secured that you can actually purchase the right flies that have been tried and proven on the river, and that way you'll catch a lot of fish.